welcome to the Black Mind Games podcast, episode 390, 399, 398. I don't know. Why do you give a shit? Nobody gives a shit. We all know that you don't give a shit. My name is Jeff. Joining me this week is Josh.
Yep, I am here. I exist somehow.
Do you exist? Are you alive?
Oh, am I alive? I don't. I think, therefore, I am. So there's thoughts going through this empty head still. Just a little bit of thoughts. So therefore, I am. That's good. I don't know. How's your week?
My week was good.
Yeah,
it was fine.
That's good. Mm-hmm. Did you go to the K-Day thing in Edmonton?
I went to the K-Day thing. There was an opportunity for some bullshit to happen.
Ah.
I might have we were walking. I was looking at stuff. There's a marketplace in K-Days, okay? So you go there and you're like, oh, there's all of this nice stuff. And then I was walking around. I'm like, this is nice. This is super nice. Ain't this nice? Yeah, it's so nice. Yeah. And then we're walking around, and I catch up with my buddy. And we're walking around, and I see a sign. Okay, Josh, and you know me, Josh. You know me. I'm a sweet,
I know you.
Innocent, good Canadian boy.
Yeah.
I'm a good Canadian boy, okay? So I see a sign, and this is for one of those booths, and you're like, you know when you see those booths, and you're like, that's kind of weird. That's kind of a weird booth right there.
That's a weird booth. There's a lot of dildos for no reason.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's odd. Read the sign. 18 plus hentai art inside. I'm like,
at K-Days.
At K-Days.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, that's weird. That's really weird.
So you immediately walked in. Oh
no! See, Josh, you weren't there to enable my stupidity and stuff like that.
I would have walked in and then
you would have waved you in, and then it would have ended up on my walls.
No, it'll be underneath a book that you go, man, I love this book. Oh, there's boobs. Like
it's gonna have. I'm gonna give my kid I'm gonna have a kid. It's gonna be 14 years. I'm gonna open up the book, and then there's just gonna be tits there.
Yep.
I'm gonna be reading to him Harry Potter because that's what you do with your 14-year-old, with your 10-year-old. You're gonna read them Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. Yep. Read them something good. Read them Lord of the Rings. Don't read Harry Potter. It's shit. Okay. Everyone hates it. It's a bad book. Nobody likes it. Not even feminists like it because J.K. Rowling is a fucking cunt. But that's besides the point. But I'm gonna open up the book and it's gonna be the Lord of the Rings, and the first thing I'm gonna see is tits. Just there. Just not even good tits. Just bad tits. Just anime tits.
No. I'm saving the tits that you like because you said, oh, you like X. I'm like, oh, I have X. I'm gonna
have a fight with my wife. And Josh is gonna be sitting there, and then I'm gonna come in on Monday to a company that both me and Josh founded, and I'm gonna throw the book at him, and he's gonna be like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Remember when you threw a fucking tits in my fucking book? Thank you for fucking causing my divorce, you fuck."
I don't think it's going to escalate that hard like you think it does. But I just think it's going to cause a lot of laughs. And then you're just going, oh, no, hold on. You can't see this. Oh, boy.
Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah.
And then the kid will be like, what's going on? I want to see.
It's like when my nephew said to me, he goes, oh, I have a water stone, so I'm thinking of evolving my Eevee into a Vaporeon. And I went, wait, no, don't do that.
Did you know that Vaporeon can only learn Mist in Gen 1?
Fuck you. No, fuck off.
Because could you
you
believe
have
they made a
corrupt-
copy? They could copy and paste there's a PC version of it, like no PG version of the same copy pasta, but instead it's talking about how it's so good in stats and how it can learn Mist. It can only do it in Gen 1, so you try to do it in Gen 1, and like it's so good.
Josh,
I love the PG one. It's so good.
Josh, I hate you so much.
Yeah, so when you're gonna find that book, you're gonna find boobs. What were we talking about? I think we're talking about something.
So anyways, me and this friend, we walk around the booth, and then I turn my head, and there's a shirt design there, and it says, "Boobies are man's best friend."
All right.
Or boobies, something boobies. It was boobies are great. And I kind of wanted to buy one and give it to a girl.
Is it like a T-shirt?
Yes.
I mean, sure. I mean, I guess both genders can wear that.
You know, it's like your Opa shirts.
Yeah, your Opa shirts. Both genders can wear. Yes, these are natural. These are natural D20s. Mm-hmm. Yeah, both genders can wear that. And you know what? The one I wanted to see transcend so that both genders can wear it is the, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. Like I want
you would do it for $20.
It's the shirt, or it just doesn't say much, but what it says is like, oh, really?
You would do that for $20.
No, I'm more expensive than that. I'm like a $60, maybe $100.
It would only take you $60.
It'll only take me about. It fluctuates.
It only takes $60.
It fluctuates. It could be like $100 to $200, like I don't know, maybe $300. I'll just put it at $300.
Why would it take you $60?
Maybe the price is hot. Who knows?
Why is the price that low?
I don't know. I just yelled out $60.
Why is it low?
I'm like, well, because I don't want to be less than 20.
No. No.
You know, people who set their prices. Sometimes
so if I give you $60 right now, you'll suck my dick.
No. Why? No. You're not putting. You're not giving the right setting for this. The setting would be A, not you. B, someone else entirely different. And C, someone I don't know.
Josh, you're the person who. Josh, I gotta be honest with you.
Uh-huh.
I'm partially concerned that you're the guy who... how do I put it? You're the guy...
You're just so hung up... You're so hung up on the 60 that I just yelled out randomly.
Yes.
Because I yelled it out randomly.
Do you know how much it would cost for me to suck somebody's dick?
Probably $1 billion.
No.
Because you'd be like, oh, sure, I'll do it for an insane amount of money. No, you got to be reasonable.
No, Josh, you don't understand. It's 500 million.
Yeah,
500 million is a reasonable amount. Look, for 500 million, I will give I will give somebody part of my blood for $1 million. Okay,
part of
some
your blood.
of my blood.
Okay.
$1 million. Okay, you can have some of my blood. Okay, I don't know what Saudi prince you are or anything like that. It's not my point to tell. You could be making clones of Jeff for all I care. Okay. Testing out biological weapons to kill me in 50 years, making Fox die. I don't give a shit. Okay, it's not my fucking point to tell. I will give you my blood for $1 million. Okay, that's here or no now. Okay. Kidneys, a little bit more expensive. 100 million. 100 million, get a kidney. Okay. Okay. Reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay. Sucking dick. 500 million. Okay. Very reasonable. Very reasonable. You went low for $20.
No, I was referencing the shirt of like, man, I wish this could be, anyone could wear it because it's both funny and also highly sexual.
Sometimes.
Hey, I've seen people on the internet at a gym wear that. So make that of what you will.
Yeah.
Anyway, K-Days.
It was fun. I went on one ride.
Oh, that's what was the ride? Was it really hardcore?
I went on the bumper
friendly?
cars. It was bumper cars.
It was bumper cars.
We tried to go on a one ride, and we ended up in the multipass line. And it went about as well as you can expect.
Fast and lightning.
No, basically
lightning
the guy
fast.
was like, "No, fuck off." And I was like, "Okay, I'm not going to fight with a 16-year-old. I could fight with a 16-year-old. It would probably be funny to fight with a 16-year-old, but I don't want to fight with a 16-year-old.
Probably don't want to be taken away by the cops.
I don't want to call a 16-year-old a cunt.
I mean, that's what you do at K-Days.
I don't want to call a 16-year-old, tell a 16-year-old that he's a piece of shit and she should let me go on the ride because he's a piece of shit. You know, I have better use of my time.
Right. Yeah. And so you went on the K-Days ride.
I went on
bumper card.
I went on K-Days, and that's about it. And I also looked at other things.
Oh, that's good.
It was fun. I had fun.
That's great.
It was good.
Did I do anything remotely interesting this week?
You probably played a video game.
I think I did play a video game. Let me check my inventory. And I played... Oh, I finished Viewfinder. And I played a little bit of Lil Gator game. So I finished Viewfinder. And I have to say, the ending of Viewfinder is something special. It does a thing with the camera where you're kind of doing it in the first place with the gimmick that was given. Like in the first place, when you're doing, this gimmick, you're like, oh, you're taking the shots, you're using those said shots to place it in the scenery so you can give yourself, steps up so you can walk to somewhere or duplicate an item so you have more items or whatever. Towards the end of the game, it took that concept and it's like, but what if we delete? And it's like, what do you mean? Oh no.
What if
we delete? It's basically the last part of it.
Start
and I'm
deleting things. Why?
Yeah. Because that's how the camera works now. It's been fucking tainted, and now it just deletes. And you're like, oh, how do I use this now? Okay, this is interesting.
How do I delete? How do I solve the delete? What is delete? What is life?
Yep. Oh, and also I figured out that at the halfway point of playing Viewfinder, you can turn the voice acting back on, and it's less grating.
Oh.
So I figured, or probably 2/3 of the way through, or no, wait, 1/3. So about World 3 or 2, you can turn the voice acting back on because that girl she kind of drops off quite a bit. So it's like you can hear other chatter going on, and it's a lot better voice acting than anything else. Especially stupid Jessica. Fucking God.
Fuck that bitch.
But yeah, like the ending of that game is super, super neat. And I got a lot of the achievements for it, but the other achievements in Viewfinder were like, I don't think I'm doing those. It's not like they're hard or anything. It's just like, this will take a long time to do. I'm just not going to do it. Like those type of achievements.
Josh, are you a man?
I am a man.
Are you a man?
I'm a man.
Are you sure you're a man?
I think so.
Because you know what a man would do, Josh?
Get all the achievements.
Exactly, Josh. You know what a man would do? Get all the achievements.
Oh no, I'm looking at these achievements and I'm like, I just feel like I'm gonna fall asleep sometimes.
That's quitter talk. That's quitter talk, Josh.
How dare you?
You must. Where's your kid
That's not
energy,
quick
Josh?
talk.
Where's your kid energy?
I don't know. It's in the floor. Just straight in the floor. Although I'm looking at these, they're not hard. Again, not hard to do, but I would have to jump through all these levels again and then be like, okay, where's this there? I gotta do this action. Okay, I got it. Go to the other level. I'm like, what else? Oh, yeah, I finished it. I left my review, and it is exactly what you expect. It's one of the best game concepts ever. Or this is my review. One of the best game concepts ever. It keeps expanding on the idea and spreading that game idea peanut butter to its fullest. Don't want to spoil anything too much, but I do want to say about halfway point, you can turn your voice audio back on. It's less grating.
It's better.
It's better. And I give this game a cat emoji out of a camera emoji. Most helpful review possible. Also, I touched Little Gator game this morning.
Did you?
Or I touched Little Gator game last night.
Are you sure?
And a little bit this morning.
Are you positive?
Yes. Little Gator game is basically a very cute and like wholesome adventure game about a kid and trying to get the attention of his older sister to play with him, and have all the fun time like they used to have. But the thing is that like you're a kid about, I don't know, it doesn't say age range or anything, but I'm gonna assume like 12, and your older sister is like college, and like in the age range, it's probably pretty close to that. And the whole story is like, oh man, my sister is just so caught up in college work and has no time to play with me or anything. Hey, what if I make this big adventure and I set it up, and then she notices maybe we would get to play again. Of course, the funny thing is this game actually has some pretty good humor where it just points out all of these kind of like, you know, dumb things happening, and then the characters kind of themselves just go, oh yeah, it is quite dumb. Well, I still need you to do this dumb thing anyways. It's just like, but come on. But the adventure though, fine for the adventure.
For the adventure, let's go on the adventure. No.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the game. Pretty much. Like some of the jokes in here are pretty good.
Is this like whenever like my niece and nephew say, "Let's go on an adventure," and I just go, "Fuck off."
Oh, kinda.
I don't do that, by the way. I'm not that kind of uncle. I'm the uncle who goes 6 hours worth of work or hang out with my niece and nephew.
Yep, exactly.
I am trying to look up Little Gator game. It's called Little Gator game.
LIL Gator GATOR game.
It's $25.
It is.
Oh, it's on my wish list.
Is it on your wish list? Oh, it is.
It is on
yeah,
my
I see
wish
it.
list. This is a game that I must play. I also
it's wholesome, it's cute. It will probably tug on your heartstrings a little.
I will probably buy it and then we'll probably cry. Because crying is important.
It's that situation of like when things are changing and things are getting older and you realize things are changing and getting older. That's not your way you used to do things is not going to be the same. So it's just one of those kind of, it's the game of realization of life. And it's like, oh no. Oh no, I'm going to feel things, aren't I?
Yeah.
But the game is still quite fun because you get a lot of like, oh, you pick up the sword and the game is like, it's just a stick, but it's a cool looking stick though. And then later you come back to that same spot where you picked up the stick and there's some other character there going like, oh man, where'd that stick go? It was a cool stick. And of course you as the character going like, oh gee, I picked up that stick because I thought it was just a nondescriptive stick. And of course the guy's like, oh, you know what? Since you're using that stick, having fun with it, you can keep the stick. And he's like, oh, cool, thanks. Yeah. Oh, and also I got this wood sword. You want the wood sword? And and also the kid you're playing as is like, holy shit, you got a wood sword and you don't care about it?
Wood sword. I want an iron sword.
Yep. It's a game. Like, again, the way I'm portraying this game is pretty close to how the game's portraying itself as I'm explaining it, because it's like, oh, it's definitely this feels of like, you're 10, 12 and you're trying to have fun you're trying to get your sister involved to have fun, but caught up with schoolwork and all this junk, and like life is changing and whatever. And it's like, I don't know, what's that movie, famous movie about like kids on a trip and they realize life and shit. What was that called?
Puberty? Midlife crisis?
No, it's like 4 kids on a trip across US or something. Oh, it's a famous movie.
Vacation?
Fuck, I can't remember. What?
Vacation?
Is it called Vacation?
No. Is it Meet the Fockers? No.
No, that's not it. It's 4 kids made in the 80s or 90s. I forget when. No, that's not it. It's literally 4. It's like a slice of life movie about these 4.
Then I probably don't know what it is. You should probably stop.
Oh.
You should probably stop talking about it, because you're probably
You should shut the fuck up about it, because we don't know. But I'm trying to say, oh, this one movie about the slice of life about 4 kids and having this trip, and like this trip kind of changed their lives and whatever. This game.
Fuck that. It's a bad game. Nobody likes it.
No one likes it.
This game is perfect and beautiful. But that movie, fuck it. It's horrible. If I can't remember, it's the worst movie ever made.
This movie is bad. Why? Can't remember shit.
Don't know what it is.
It's a movie that came out for like a century ago, I think.
It's probably pretentious as fuck.
No, it's kind of like this. No, not what I remember. Again, now it's gonna drive me nuts. It's gonna drive me absolutely nuts trying to figure out what the hell the name of that movie is.
Yeah.
Oh well. Wonder Years? Oh, maybe that was it.
Nobody cares. Nobody likes.
Nobody cares.
Nobody gives a shit. The only people who give a shit.
Chirping noises from the cricket in the corner.
I'll just add in some chirping noises.
I mean,
I'll add.
That's not picked up in the recording, sadly.
I'll add in some moon crickets.
Yeah, there is a cricket sound in here, but I don't know how you're gonna rip it. Normally how I do it is I go to YouTube and then I use YouTube to MP3, and then I just add it in I
there.
see.
It's like when I said the word, and then just because I said that word, I had to replace it with a different word. So I replaced it with the word.
Well, it's like the time I said the word, and then I said,
"Yeah." Can you stop saying that word? It's very hard for me to edit it.
You mean?
Yeah. It's very difficult.
Oh fuck! I love the soundboard on Discord. It's great. I mean,
the soundboard's actually there. It's in our server.
Yeah.
Oh, we have the soundboard. Oh.
It's in there.
Holy shit! Somebody just activated a firebox. That's interesting.
You can add sounds in there because I'm pretty sure we still have the ability to do so.
What are you talking about, Josh? I'm not doing that right now. I don't know what you're talking about, Josh.
I already did that on another server. I don't have to do it again.
I am not adding in the cock and ball torture CBT.
Oh no! At your end, you're gonna have to find a way that if someone hits these audio buttons, it's gonna be picked up on recording.
I'm not gonna add in the. There we go. I'm not adding in the access granted.
Is it old Half-Life 1 access granted?
No.
Access granted.
I can't believe you. Why would you do that, Josh?
Because it's right there.
Why would you do that? Why not?
Oh dear.
Yeah. Man, I think this is too much power for me.
Don't worry. You can only add up. You can only add up to a certain amount. Unless you want to boost the server.
I'm going to add in so many. Like I know.
Then I have to ask you. Can you delete these?
I'm going to add in like 500, and then I'm going to get a message, and it's going to be like from somebody I haven't talked to in like 8 years, and they'll be like, "Can you delete these?" I go, "Why?" They're just offensive. So having a button that literally just says like a certain word is offensive. Good to know. Good to know that.
Good to know.
Good to know that, you know, having a button that says, you know the word fuck is bad. You know, good to know.
Oh yeah, Twitter is still changing everything to X.
What?
You know, Twitter is changing all of its logos and everything to X.
So it's just X now.
I don't know what the official names for everything is, but everything is, you know, tweeting is going to be Xing and fucking, or no, I think they're going to call it just posting. But at the same time, it's like, do you really have to change all of like the naming terminology and everything? Because your ego can't let that slide. Like, Christ. Like everything on, like almost anything that's remotely references old Twitter, it's getting like removed and or changed.
Yeah.
Which is fucking weird.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. Because the sooner that Twitter dies, the better life will be.
Yeah, true. I like to go onto the new Twitters, but there's like, I don't know how I can even get on there. A lot of it is just invite only for right now.
Are you talking about Blue Sky?
Yeah,
Josh, why would you want to go on a platform where everyone's like, oh man, we have to censor the pores, and we have to be elite fucks who have very particular opinions, when you could be like me and be like, look, you see this fist right here? I'm gonna use it in a dangerous and productive manner. I'm gonna beat the shit out of my enemies, because that's what top G's do. That's what Chads and Kens do. They debate. They fight their enemies tooth and nail, and they win. While ordering food off of Skip the Dishes. Your silence is deafening. I can tell you're disappointed in me.
Immense disappointment.
I don't know, man. I think that... Is it really... Here, okay, can I just say this about Twitter and Blue Sky and all this sort of stuff? What? I don't understand what it is with people's hatred of, or lack thereof, unable to deal with a platform being bought out by a billionaire and then proceeding to like try to find a replacement for it because your shitty moderation. Keyword there, shitty.
I think that's the reason. Like, it's very, very shitty moderation in the first place, and people are just fed up.
It was shitty under the previous CEO. It was shitty under the current CEO. This is at least mediocre moderation. We have upgraded physically. There's actual benefits now. There is actual conversation that happens now. There's actual fucking benefits to society when this happened. And we find out a lot more bullshit about everything that certain people were doing. And now we have a group of people being like, yeah, but you know what? I'm going to go to Threads. And it's like, bro, I get that you're a fan of the shitty moderation. I get that you cannot handle other people having a conversation. I get that you're offended at the slightest things. At some point, you're the asshole, not the other way around. And the fact that people need that is, I just find really saddening. Like, just really disappointing and kind of concerning, if you catch my drift. Because it's like, man, if you need all of your opinion, okay, and this is a thing that I've noticed really recently, is like, I have certain friends in my life and stuff like that. We're no longer friends and stuff like that. I'm not going to get into it and stuff like that. But like, I can talk to a group of people, and I can, when I'm wrong, I usually get told I'm wrong, and it's okay. I don't mind it. Right? Whereas like some people, they need to be told that they're right constantly, and they need to be told that they're actually like in the right and correct and 100%. The problem I have is like, I don't mind engaging with people who don't want to talk politics and stuff like that. I don't mind engaging with you. I don't talk politics with you as much as I don't try to talk politics with you. If that makes sense, right? My friend Andrew, who I'll mention by name. Hi, Andrew, if you're listening. Hi. When Andrew and I talk politics, I generally shut up and listen. It's not important. And it's when I talk to people, I can be infallible, and that's okay. Okay? When certain people I talk to, they need to be proven right. And it just feels like as if like this is one of those things where it's like the people who are like doing this shit and constantly pushing these alternatives, they don't understand that the reason why these alternatives existed initially was because of the heavy-handed of moderation that they fucking pressed on most people. And now they're really shitty at debating people. They can't fucking do it. They just need to be told that they're right. And it's just really annoying because you're sitting there and you're like, yeah, the reason why this shit happened is because of this reason. And they're like, no, it's not because of that. And you're like, okay, no, here's the article that says this. No, that article's wrong. And it's like, okay, I understand that you're mentally retarded. Just shut the fuck up. And they're like, no, you're just being and they use these words that they have no idea what the meaning is, because if they did, they wouldn't use those words because it directly applies to them. Yeah, I don't know. I hate that.
I just think that people are just going to other platforms because it's like, you know what, this is new. Let's try it out, because this other one is just clearly not fitting. Like, it's too big for its britches, and it's not, mitigating like the bad shit that you think it's going to mitigate and whatever. Really, there's a few other ones, like, was that Macedon? Like, it feels like it does a better job than fucking Twitter ever does.
Well, the funny thing is like Macedon's part of the federated platform. I have a federated account. I use it to check one person who was banned off of Twitter. Macedon was the place where you would go and you could say the N-word and not get banned for it. These people went to Macedon in droves and then immediately came back, and the reason they came back was because people were saying the N-word. And it's like, bro, are you fucking retarded? So I get what you're saying is like, oh, it's new and fancy and stuff like that. But the reason why I'm pissed off and mad is because I feel like as if that these people are going to places constantly and they're trying to they're trying to reestablish that the thing that they once had on Twitter, and it's just fucking retarded. And it's just infuriating because it's like, look, bro, I know that you had it good where you didn't have to explain your opinions. I know it was good where you could sit there and just constantly bitch about how orange the president's skin was or whatever. I know you had it good where you could sit there and basically say whatever the fuck you want and it be true, false, whatever the fuck you want. Nobody really gave a shit. I know that. But at the same time, when you lose that and you want to go back to it, there's a problem there. And it's probably kind of, the problem is not you, or the problem is you. It's not the other people on the platform. That's my personal opinion. I don't know. It just pisses me off.
Yep.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Whatever. People just want change, and they're going to go to change.
Yeah, and that's fine. But like at the same time, it's just infuriating. What were we talking about again?
Twitter.
Oh.
And what else? Oh, I think we were talking about Gator Game, but then just change gears.
And then I went on a rant.
And then you went on a rant because that's what you do.
Fuck off. You're not wrong, but fuck off.
Because you have opinions.
You big
and
mad.
shit.
You big mad and you're wrong. Big mad and wrong.
No, I mean, you're probably not wrong, but you're just not right either.
You big mad. You asshole.
I
don't think I'm wrong. I think people need to learn how to debate again. That would be nice. And I think people need to learn to not take things personally. That's just my opinion. I'm trying to find a video I was looking at, and then I completely lost it. Oh, okay. Well, speaking of X and Twitter and detriments to our society, we had a very interesting conversation this week with a certain group of people at Congress, Josh.
Oh.
Okay. Josh, aliens are real.
Oh, yeah, that whole thing.
Aliens are fucking real, dude.
So is this like 100% confirming that they're real if the government is getting this much attention to it?
Yes.
And also, are they trying to cover up something else?
Yes.
So what is that?
They're covering up Hunter Biden's plea agreement getting fucking destroyed. But this hearing was set up hundreds of days in advance. Oh. So because it's set up hundreds of days in advance, it just kind of ends up with a happy timing. So everyone's like, wait, hold on. Are you guys trying to cover up the Hunter Biden hearings? They're like, no. It's like, hold on.
It's just more awfully happy coincidence.
Very happy coincidence. Like, I think the same day the Titan submarine went under, the Hunter Biden plea agreement was announced. So it's been funny. There's stuff about it. Aliens are real. And they found biologics in a crash site.
Really?
Yeah, so apparently they found
although the hearing that was originally what they're talking about, it sounded like a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, it was a lot of people say, yes, we have alien technology and alien and stuff like this and this stuff, and then they're like, huh.
At the same time, it could be just lies. I mean,
it's probably something along those lines.
But at the same time, it's like they have footage of shit of just going so fast that they can't keep up with.
Yeah.
And also other things that are simply not explainable. So it's, I mean, yeah, like I can believe that aliens exist because our galaxy is fucking huge.
I mean, here's the thing. Here's what I want to find out. Okay, if aliens exist,
Yeah.
can humans fuck them?
Do they have a hole we can fuck?
Is it likely that the reproductive hole is compatible?
Is it compatible? It won't cut off our members or anything.
Can I have,
and we can have
sex with a Klingon? That's the question.
No, it's not Klingon. It's can I have sex with whatever orifice that they have available?
Am I going to
sexing?
end up dating a real life anime chick who goes konnichiwa and is addicted to anime?
No, it's gonna be a weird looking space alien bug scaly thing, and you just, if anything, they're just gonna be the same as us, just looking fucking terrifyingly different, and they're gonna think the same way, and we're gonna just somehow get together and somehow make it work.
Yeah.
And that's my headcanon. But at the same, you know what was actually probably going to happen? That the government said they exist, so it's like, okay, probably. But are they going to pay my roof, pay my health insurance, pay all this junk that I have to get covered for, and or fix my car? Or no, is that going to solve my problems?
No, fuck off.
It's not gonna solve my problems at all.
Here's my theory, okay? You're gonna like this theory, okay? You're gonna be like, this is a good theory. Okay? My theory is that the United States military already has contact with these aliens, okay? And they actually have a spaceship, and there's actually alien admirals and stuff like that in the Space Force. The Space Force isn't actually real. Okay? Existed for centuries, okay? Right? And because we have all of these aliens in our military, they're just slowly peppering it. They're like, yeah, aliens are real. And you're like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's interesting. Okay, cool. And then they go, yeah. And then a couple of years later, yeah, so we have an armed forces. We have an alliance with these aliens. And you go, oh, cool. I guess that's interesting. Okay, yeah. And then a couple years later, there's a galaxy-ending threat coming to kill us all, and it's going to be here in like 3 weeks. And we're going to go, what? Oh.
We're all drafted in the alien force.
Yeah.
What about video games, though?
What about video games? No, fuck off. Do you have a useful skill? I 3D model. No. I 3D model. Oh, cool. You'll go on the front lines. What about you? I'm a DevOps. Oh, what's that? I code and I do this. Oh, you're gonna go to this rear line right here. That's not too far away from the front lines, but you're gonna be matting alien artillery. Oh, okay. Yeah, your objective is to drop it on the front lines. What? Okay.
God damn it. Whatever.
Yeah.
As long as I get to have bork an alien and also eat cookies with said alien, we're good.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other video games? Any video game news?
Is there video game news?
There's a little bit of video game news.
I guess there's always video game news.
There's a new Castlevania series is coming out. It's new. Fancy.
Cool.
It looks kind of interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. I consider I need to still watch Castlevania season 4. So, or season 3 and season 4. which I think is going away a certain way, and I kind of don't want to watch it. So,
oh, I'm trying to see if there's any newsworthy whatever, if at all. Oh wait, I found one. Apparently, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Oh, it's on PC.
Yeah, it's on PC. Peaks at less than 9K concurrent players on Steam. Third worst PC launch for PlayStation.
Why am I not surprised?
I mean, anyone who is going to play that game has probably played it on the PS5. So why would you want to play it on PC?
Because it's PC and PC is better. You can mod the fuck out of it. You can replace the clothes on one of the characters and make them nude.
Huh.
You can look at fake Lombax tits?
I think Lombax tits.
You can look at Lombax tits.
Or, what was that? The glitch in Ratchet and Clank, I think the first one, if you do the cartwheel jump in front of a certain character, their chest will get bigger.
You can look at Lombax dicks.
I mean, that's what the internet's for.
You can look at hot, I don't know. There are things that you can do.
There's stuff.
There's dumb shit you can do. You replace all the characters with like.
I mean, there's dumb shit in Street Fighter 6 already.
Yeah.
There's nude mods in that.
Yeah.
You want to see Zangief flop around? That happens.
I want to see all of the girls wearing clothes and wearing underwear. That's what I want to see. You know. Calvin Klein underwear. That's what I want to see.
I see.
Yeah, sports bra and Calvin Klein underwear.
I mean, classic cami is practically this classic. Yeah, classic cami.
Do you want to see a bathing suit or do you want to see art?
Both are kind of art. Aren't
bikinis are just hotter, Josh. They're just naturally hotter.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know. I have opinions. This is dumb. Why are they doing this? This is stupid.
The reason why Ratchet and Clank is ever on Steam at all is I think it's because of the buyouts happening.
Because of the Activision Blizzard buyout?
Yeah. Like, it's still under Activision, isn't it?
No, this game is a Sony exclusive.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Huh. So then, yeah, I'll place my hat on the if people played this on PlayStation first.
You're probably correct.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if they played it there, they probably have little reason to play it again. Unless they really like it.
I mean, this is a game that I kind of want to buy, but I also am like, at the same time, I think Ratchet and Clank has kind of peaked a while ago.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really understand the appeal of Ratchet and Clank as a franchise. And maybe that's because I never grew up with it, but that's...
Oh, because I definitely played the couple of the old, Ratchet Clank 1 and 2, and I think I played whatever the hell the third one is.
Wasn't there one where it was like it didn't have Clank in it?
It was...
And it was just called Ratchet, and everyone was like, it's okay.
No, you're thinking of it backwards. It's a game literally called Clank. It was just about Clank.
Hold on, let me look at this up.
It's a PSP title.
Yeah, it's called Secret Agent Clank, I thought.
Yeah. And it's not the other way around you're thinking of. It's literally just Clank.
Okay, so it goes Ratchet and Clank 2002, Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, and then it's Ratchet Deadlock.
Yes, that was the weird multiplayer shooter.
Is that multiplayer?
I want to say I had multiplayer, but I can't remember anymore.
Ratchet Deadlock, known as Ratchet Gladiator in Europe and Australia, is a 2005 action platformer developed by Insomniac Games and published by Sony Computer. Fourth installment of Ratchet & Clank series. The series Ratchet & Clank abducted by... As for Ratchet, Clank and AI are abducted by Force to compete in the Dread Zone, a violent video game show in which heroes are forced to kill each other. Ratchet's given a deadlock collar which will explode if he's uncooperative or boring. Three must find a way in order to activate colors the other heroes held prisoner. Deadlock was the last Ratchet game to be rated T, despite the introduction of E10 rating earlier that year. There was also the last main Ratchet & Clank games released on the PlayStation 2. And then it goes Ratchet & Clank, Size Matters.
You know, out of all the mascot platformers,
Yeah.
I would really like Sly Cooper to make another comeback again.
You like Sly Cooper a lot.
I think it's a real neat series, and it's just a different story compared to all the other ones, really.
Yeah.
I mean, the concept is more grounded because it's more about this foe just fucking hates you and your family and wants you dead.
Yeah.
That's literally the story. And for the most part, yeah, the game just kind of lives up to that. It's like, damn, this guy really fucking hates you. And it's like, yeah, he really does. And you're trying your best to like squash the evil that's cursing your family. But like, yeah, I don't know. Like they did try to make, what was it called? It was like Ratchet and Clank. I want to say I think there was a fourth one. I can't remember anymore. But they did re-release it on the PS3 with a collection, and it's like it's nice that they did that with a huge collection. Is all the 1, 2, and 3 collection all shoved into one disc on the PS3? Yeah,
cool.
It's nice, cheap alternative. But like, and I want to say they did try to do a fourth one, but I don't think that really took off. So that probably kind of shot it in its own foot for getting re-released again. But a reason I think that it should still come back is just simply because, like, the characters were cool, the chemistry between characters were written well. Like it was just something that was like, there's something magical about this. It had great adventure and all that shit. And also, you're not necessarily overpowered. You're weak as fuck, and you're trying to sneak around everything. That was the big difference.
Okay.
Because so it's like, you are a thief. You are weak. You're not necessarily strong.
You take one hit and you die. You die like bitch.
Yeah. I mean, you can, towards the end of the game, you do get stronger and more skills and more abilities you can start doing stuff with.
Poor man, die.
But at the same time, you're still like a pushover. You're not as strong as like, what's his name? Murphy, who is your hippo partner. And he turns into a pro wrestler halfway through the series, and he's strong as fuck. And then Bentley, the turtle, is like always your mastermind partner, helping you figure out, things to get you through scenarios and stuff. So like a true, what was it, like crime thriller of like, these guys gotta pull off the biggest heist. I think that's probably why I liked it so much, because it's kind of close to that formula of a crime thriller of like, they get their shit together, they plan it out, and they try to carry off with the heist type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ow.
Please, I'll put my hands in the air, gather the energy of please put out Sly Cooper again. I want that to come back.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about that platformer, weren't we? Oh yeah, Ratchet and Clank did not so great on Steam.
Yeah.
I mean, still got a lot of people playing it. Actually, is my computer even powerful enough to play it? Because the game, I remember seeing videos of it on Twitch, and I'm like, wow, this looks pretty. I don't think I could play it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can. You know what's weird? I thought there was more Ratchet games on Steam, but I guess
there's
not.
only one.
It was just one.
Yeah, it's that
Yeah.
one. It's that podcast.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, thank you everyone for listening to the Black Mind Games podcast. I'm gonna go take my dog for a walk. Thank you, Josh, for joining me this week. Have a good night. Bye.
No, I gotta hit the button.
I also.
Oh man, I just can't. Man, you're hot. Oh, you got even hotter. It's like that meme of what was it? These Chinese chicks and this Chinese guy, like Chinese guys walking down the street, and these two chicks are going like, "Hey, want to have a good time? Want to have a good time? Come on!" And he's like, "Nah, nah." And then as he's like, walking away, his back is towards them. One of the girls go, "We have dicks," and he just sharply turns around.
I like the one of I like the one where it's the guy who how do I say it? It's the guy who like he goes into like the girl goes, "Yeah, I have Smash," and he goes, "Oh, cool." Walks in, and he's like, "Oh, I guess I don't have Smash. I guess you have me," and he's desperately trying to open the door. Love that one. That one's pretty good.
That's funny. I thought she would use Smash as like some other term for something else, but that one's also pretty good. What you're actually, what was the really lame ass joke from Pat Stares at? Oh, what? You're not underage?
What?
Yeah. Oh, you don't know? Fucking
Pat became a pedophile.
Almost half of the Smash players are like pedophiles.
Oh yeah.
Like it's so crazy, like how almost half of them are fucking just end up being creeps. It's like how does this happen? Like I swear this doesn't happen in other things, but if for whatever reason Smash, that's where all the creeps go.
Huh. I think I found a game that I want you to play.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, it's a hentai game.
Hooray!
It's called Amastrega Relics of Azeroth.
Can you just link it?
Yeah, I'll link it.
Because there's one weird sex game on Steam that I'm like, I kind of want to get it just to see how far.
Is it like Orcs Massage?
I mean, kinda. It's a game where it's all about like, it looks like it's farming, then there's sex involved, and I'm like, what is this? Yeah.
Anyways, I kind of want to see the new Venture Bros movie.
Yeah, that's coming
Yeah,
out.
it's out.
Is
it's
that
out.
like streaming services?
It's out.
It's out.
It's out.
It's out.
Oh, and I also have to check the Eskimo score.
And tits out.
Shall we start the podcast?
I am recording.
Were you recording that entire conversation?
I did not the first part. I'm sorry.
Fuck you.
I'm so sorry. That's wonderful content we have lost. We're never gonna get back.
We're never gonna get back the part where I talked about like, going to K-Days and then having the opportunity for somebody to slam dunk a fucking joke, but not being there because I didn't invite Josh because I was smart.
K-Days is on right now?
There was an opportunity and I There was an opportunity to torment a Christian, and I didn't take it because I'm a good boy. I'm a good Canadian boy. Let me tell you how good of a Canadian boy I pay my taxes. I love my family. Fuck you.
I mean, I wouldn't mind K days, but at the same time, I would have to find a place to park unless you want to pick me up. But that's even probably even worse. I don't know.
I mean, it's kind of bad because I kind of like when I was leaving, I was driving my car out, and then my car slammed. Like it hit an edge, and I was like, "Oh shit, something's happening."
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Hopefully,
now you're like, now you're driving. Driving columns fucked.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Because my car, because I hit one too many random potholes / things where I straighten out the steering wheel and you can feel the vibrations in the steering wheel, and I forget what was fucked exactly, but it was like, oh, because the steering thing is so fucked that you shouldn't be driving. I'm like,
oh, is that new?
We should. Nah, kind of.
Oh.
It's kind of.
Josh needs a new car.
I should. I mean, I need to get brakes on this damn thing fixed a little bit. Because no matter what I do, if the car sits
I'm partially
on the driveway
concerned that I'm gonna like come out, walk outside, and I'm gonna find a puddle of water.
Oh,
or
yeah.
puddle something. So
water wouldn't be a problem. That would be just like your AC or something.
Yeah. Well, I walked downstairs and there was a burning smell, so I was like, It's probably nothing.
Probably nothing.
Yeah, probably just the engine boiling off the water.
Hopefully. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Oh. Man, where is this damn sex game? It's here. I know it is.
Sink in 3, 2, 1.